It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. This is your feel-good start to the day. Well, as Kat alluded to earlier, I am very excited this morning. Why? Because we are talking football. We're talking development football, which I love. But we've also got the pleasure, the honour of having an international outfit here spreading the football love. A very big welcome. The entire studio is pumped up. Swansea City have arrived, have descended on Cape Town. Great to have some of their coaching staff with us this morning. We've got Eric Ramsey, the under-21 coach, Andrew Sparks, taking care of the keeper's role, and Nia Davies, academy coach and ladies team coach. Guys, welcome. I know you've just arrived, Eric, in South Africa, so welcome to South Africa. You guys, Nia, Andrew, you've been here a little bit longer. What is your first, I'm hoping, first taste of South Africa been like, Andrew?
Yeah, we've been here a week now. It's been fantastic. Everyone's been so friendly, and you know, we've been enjoying the sights of the city, and yeah, it's just been a fantastic experience so far.
And I know we love it. For those of you trying to pick the accents, from Wales, all right? But we know the brand, Swansea City, really well here. Nia, did that surprise you to come out to this tiny little place on the corner of Africa where English football is so well loved and appreciated?
Yeah, well, we came probably a week ago, and you know, straight away we were in our tracksuit and people were shouting Swansea at us, and we, you know, it's a bit surreal. I didn't really think everyone would be like that, shouting players' names and stuff like that. You know, it's great that Swansea's so well known, like the other side of the world. You know, it's really good. I got a dose of English football and how powerful those developmental ranks, the feeder systems in the UK really are something that we cry about in South Africa. We've got such a hotbed of young talent here. What is your role coming out here in terms of engaging with the South African teams, with the South African coaches?
In all honesty, we don't know an awful lot about South African football, but I think from what the guys have said so far, I think that the standard has been really impressive, and there's obviously a lot of quality players, and for us it's just a really interesting experience to see how that compares to our academy system back home. So it'll be very interesting, I'm sure.
How have the players, how have the Swansea juniors coming out here felt this kind of welcome to South Africa, but being able to see how the other half lives, see how training happens on the other side of the world, how good players are on the other side of the world, Andrew?
Well, the team arrived yesterday. You know, a lot of them, it was coming into the unknown a little bit. You know, we go to international tournaments, but a lot of them in Europe. So obviously coming to South Africa was a big deal for the players, for the club in general. So, you know, a lot of them are a bit hesitant of what they're going to come across in terms of the culture and also on the pitch. So I think it'll be a good education for the boys on and off the pitch.
Yeah, obviously one area where we might be lacking is in the development, especially of the women's game out here. How far internationally has women's football come in terms of the last maybe 2-3 years, you having the opportunity now to coach young ladies, that culture within young women? How far behind is South Africa? What do we need to focus on, do you think?
Well, from what I've seen already just in the past week, you know, there's the league in South Africa, the top league. I can't remember the name of it, but and then there's quite a big gap then between like grassroots football. There's nothing sort of in between. But I think with more females sort of starting to get engaged in it, we've been to a few clubs and mainly male players, but there have been a few females in there, which will help their game playing against boys. Obviously, it's a different physical task for them, which will help them. But hopefully there'll be more girls going involved, and then that gap between elite and sort of grassroots will get a little bit closer.
It's smaller and smaller. Guys, we're going to keep chatting to you. We're going to talk about the Swansea brand of football as well. Awesome to have you here in studio. Mia, Eric, Andrew, thank you so much for coming through this morning. We'll continue our chat about what promises to be an incredible under-19 tournament coming up here in Cape Town ahead of the big Easter weekend. Right now, though, let's catch up with the Nedbank News Network.